What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. And that's right, folks, it's your daily intake of the daily rap. And Doody actually reviews this garbage of a video and provides his insight. Yes, it's something I've been doing for quite a while. And yeah, you know, Doody likes to give his take on the daily crap. Give you guys who may not be connoisseurs of DSP content, you know, every so often you check it out, you watch a funny video. But, you know, you just have too much of a real life and responsibilities to actually watch a lot of the content. So I think these videos are really good. It kind of it recaps everything for everyone from a detractor perspective. That's right. So I keep doing it. And of course, Doody does it not just for the love, but for the ad revenue. That's right. And my apologies. This one's coming out a little late. I typically get these out around about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. But Doody was busy with real life. Essentially, I slept in late. So, all right, let's see what Phil had to say on the daily rap. It was like 10 minutes long. We sped it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get through this rather quickly. Let's try to keep the video under 15 minutes.
Was Monday, the 2nd of March, 2026. A big, beefy day of content on the channel. And if you're wondering why I'm flexing and showing off the guns today, it's actually not because I wanted to show off the guns. It's because, basically, it was ridiculously hot in the studio again today. Why? Well, El Nino came through again this week. And again, this time of year, it's still winter here in Washington State. It should have been in the 30s or 40s. Cloudy.
Okay, first of all, God, he's already annoying me. El Nino doesn't come by. It's not a fucking storm or, you know, weather. You know, it's not something that's transient that comes by every couple days. Okay, it's an ocean phenomena. It impacts the ocean currents. That's essentially what it is, okay, Phil? And I believe there's cycles. We get El Nino and we get La Nina. It's two cycles that occur in the Pacific Ocean, and depending on which cycle it is, you might get more of a rainy season or you might get more of a hotter season, okay, Phil? Stop saying that it just came through here like it waltzed into town because I had nothing better to do, okay? Stop being stupid, all right? It's not that difficult. And the other thing, your guns, he's coping over here because, of course, he had a crash out like always, where people were mocking his puny and his skinny arms, and then he started flexing, and then he had a little meltdown yesterday during the Hollow Knight pre-stream and started screaming about how he doesn't understand why people come to his stream and make fun of him, and you know, then they wonder why he crashes out. It was quite ridiculous, you know, and he actually literally had the nerve to say, I'm not going around flexing. I'm not going around telling people that I'm working out. He literally said these words. You know, I'm not telling anyone that I'm better than them, when he literally did all three things. He told everyone that he's better than LTG and Wings, especially Wings because Wings is obese. You know, he's flexing on stream nonstop. For 3 or 4 months, he kept bringing up the fact that he was working out every single stream. Good God, man. And then he has a meltdown when people mock him. That's right. People mock him because he's an idiot. All right, let's keep going.
Cloudy and raining outside. It was 60 degrees full sun. That's mid to late spring, early summer weather for us. So because of that, the office was 88 degrees. I knew it was going to be that hot, and I said, how about a blast from the past? How about I wear this t-shirt from 10 years ago and show off the guns? Okay, it wasn't to show off the guns. It was just to wear something that was very cool. And to be honest, I'm glad I did. If I'd worn anything that was long sleeve, I would have been sweating profusely. Okay?
How about you do this? How about you stop spending all your money on stupid ass, wrist rest and boom arc mine arms and Legos? And how about you save up some money to get some AC put into your fucking house? Get an HVAC vac system, okay? There's tons of various systems out there. There's ones with minimum impact to your walls. You know, they even do it now where they can run PVC pipe into your walls. It's not very difficult. Or, matter of fact, you can actually get the Mitsubishi unit ones where it basically mounts on the wall or the floor. It's kind of low profile. It does both heating and cooling, and you can actually set them up for regions in your house. Very similar to window AC units, but they're a lot better and more efficient. Why don't you do that, you fucking idiot? Stop complaining about the heat. Or, right, because since it's you and your big-ass wife, and I understand your house is filled with a lot of trash, how about you move your office? How about you move your office downstairs? I thought you said you had a room downstairs that you can actually use. How about you fucking move it? Or why don't you use that little fucking cove that's on the opposite side of your house that's not facing the sun in the afternoon, where it's not as hot as your office? Or how about you throw half the shit in your fucking room? Throw it all the fuck out. Or you know what, Phil? Just fucking put your AC in the window and call it a day, okay? Good God, man. And he won't do any of that because all he wants to do is just sit there and fucking whine, bitch, and complain. And of course, whenever support is slow, he brings it out to bring out the sympathy bag. He uses it as a sympathy bag. That he said, look, guys, you guys aren't even supporting me, and I'm here sweating like a pig. It's just shut the fuck up, Phil. Good God.
Let's talk about how today went. It was once again a great streaming day, okay? First off, DSP morning show in the morning. Since I was wearing this shirt, we actually talked about my history with merchandise over the 18 years that I've been a creator. Did you know that there were 5 distinct different times that I sold merch, but I never really focused on it? To this day, some people say, why does Phil not still sell merch? Well, I tell you the whole story. Plus, we talked about all kinds of fun, chill topics. It's a good morning show. It was a great way to build up the stream in order to prepare.
Okay, again, I have to reiterate here. The reason why he doesn't sell merch now is because he, just like with everything else, he puts little effort into it. And then he wonders why he doesn't succeed. He put barely any effort into the fucking DSP Reacts content. He put barely any effort into Throwback. He put barely any effort into DSP Politics. And yet he quit all of those things. Why? Because he's lazy. He's not looking to provide good content, shit that you have to actually work and dedicate time to, you know what I mean? To actually make it meaningful and good content. No, he just wants to throw whatever's out there. To, you know, it's like he's just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. And for him, what sticks is if I continuously can make $150 per stream, that I'm good with it. And that's why, you know, he wage quit Smart Guys because no one was supporting. It's just a pattern. It's a pattern here. And again, you know, the main thing is that you don't put any effort. You put very minimal fucking effort into everything you do, and that's why it fails. So, you know, I know he loves to blame the trolls. The trolls ruined his merch shop. No. You even said to yourself in that rant that you didn't promote your merch. You didn't bother adding any new content to your merch. And that's the reason why it failed. Okay, don't blame your detractors because, matter of fact, I'll give you a prime example. The last time you tried to set up a merch store, right? You got some initial sales. You probably made like $100 in the first month, right? People got tired of the same old shit that was on that store. You didn't bother submitting any new artwork, you know, for new merch, right? And what happened? People stopped buying your merch, and then you didn't even bother working at it or promoting it. And then the owners of the site just said, no, it costs more money to keep your stupid page up than actual sales. So they shut it down. And you, like an idiot, instead of reaching out and saying, you know what, I'm really sorry I didn't know that. Let me make some new merchandise. Let me make some new artwork and we'll play and let's give it another try. No, you didn't do that. You just said, oh, okay, whatever. Like an idiot. But again, no effort. You don't. And the other thing too is you're wasting their time. The owner of the site, that publishes the store, you're just wasting their time and their money. You know, and they were willing to give you, of all people, fucking chance, knowing that they would probably get bombarded with emails and complaints about you. But they didn't care. They said, we don't care, whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll just ignore those emails or whatever, right? And this is how you treat them. You treat them like garbage. You put zero effort, and you just don't care. And then when they shut down your fucking your store because it's not bringing any money, then you want to sit there, bitch, and whine and complain. The next time, Phil, you someone brings up merch, don't blame the detractors. Blame yourself because you had yet another opportunity and you didn't take advantage of that opportunity because it would have required a little effort and maybe just a little bit money. You know, maybe pay someone $25, $50 to actually create some artwork for you. But you didn't want to do that because you're lazy as fuck.
In order to prepare for the show. It didn't save my thumbnail. It actually didn't save my morning show thumbnail. I'm going to add that right now. I have no idea why it didn't because I swear I added that. Let's do it right now. DSP morning show. Here we go. But it was a good one. We actually talked about levels of game difficulty and what the mentality is of playing a game on a harder difficulty than an easier or standard. We also talked about my thoughts on Resident Evil Requiem up to that point. So it was a good chill session, okay? After about an hour of that, we jumped into Resident Evil Requiem again for the 3rd day in a row. And I'm pleased to announce that it went really well. The stream essentially brought in good viewership again for the 3rd day. I did notice a small decline in viewership today. Like all the other days, we were solidly over 400 on YouTube. Today, we fluctuated between 350, 450, but it went up and down, which is still fine. Engagement was great. Support, still good. Still good. Now, it is slowing down. And I had a feeling that if I was playing Resident Evil Requiem every single day, that it was going to start to dwindle. So 3 days in, it has. Probably 3 more days and we'll beat it. So I am happy. I hope that you guys will keep coming back every day and engaging and supporting. Hopefully by the end, we still have that level of attention and excitement. Notably, you should be excited when I tell you what I'm about to, okay? So folks, today, I'm not kidding you and I'm not exaggerating. We are 11 hours, well, between 10 and 11 hours into Resident Evil Requiem. Today, we played with Grace for almost the entire stream again. So essentially, this game does not really have pacing. It basically has the first half is Grace with a few minutes of Leon, and for what I'm to understand, the second half is Leon with just a few minutes of Grace, okay? So you kind of, I wish I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had known that going in. I was under the impression they were going to be alternating between the characters. That's very much not the case, all right? Now, today, was there a part or two that frustrated me? Yes. Number one, it was because there was one part where it wasn't apparent what to do, and there was an instant death because of it, and then I had to replay 10 minutes of gameplay. That angered me, but also, I was hot as shit. It was 88 degrees in here, so here I am trying to play the game, and I'm sweating bullets, and I'm very frustrated. So, it went hand in hand. The good news is, I'm still liking the game. And now, because we're going to now play with Leon moving forward, all the sneaking is done. That's what everyone's saying. No more sneaking. You're going to be able to open, explore, fight all the enemies, take on big epic bosses, do all the things that are fun, rather than sneaking around. Not to say that sneaking isn't fun, but I don't like 10 straight hours of it. It would have been great if they alternated better, and they didn't, okay? Just being honest here. Game is still great. Still one of my favorite games of recent memory. I just don't think it's perfect like a lot of people are saying, but I still love it, okay? So, by the end of the stream, we had Return to Raccoon City, which no spoilers there because everyone knows that you were going to do that from watching the trailer, right? So now I'm happy tomorrow. The whole stream should be Leon exploring Raccoon City. If you've been waiting for this moment and you've been upset that it's all sneaking with Grace, come back tomorrow and we will have a fun, exciting, combat-filled, Leon ass-kicking day here on the stream, okay? Cool. I hope you'll be here for that. Now, that first stream went well again, okay? We also did DSP Tries It, the big arch burger from McDonald's at
by the way, Resident, as you can see, just like anything, what did he do? That was the third stream of Resident. Half of the viewership, I think he barely was. I think he peaked at 300 and then it died. It was about 250 the whole stream, and the support is actually is slowing up. That's right, support is slowing up for this whatchamacallit. So I don't really have anything else to say about Resident. Let's keep going.
As the extra special episode, because it wasn't just the big arch. I did a taste test head-to-head of the Big Mac, the Quarter Pounder with cheese, and the new Big Arch. So you can see me test all three, rate them against each other. It's a great episode of DSP Tries It that I hope you'll check out. It is already live over on the DSP Reacts channel. Please give it a look if you haven't. I think that you'll really enjoy the episode, okay? Then the late stream tonight. This was the big question mark X factor. Hollow Knight as a late night stream. We have literally not done that. Hollow Knight has been a daytime stream throughout its entirety of this 20-plus hours we've been playing it, and I didn't know what was going to happen putting it as a night stream. Now, the thing was, it was either night stream or no Hollow Knight at all this week. I didn't want to completely skip the game because I love it, you know? You guys really turned me on to this style of game with Silk Song in the fall, and then you asked would I play Hollow Knight, of course, so it felt like a great time to do it. We've been having a great time. So how did it go? I'll be honest. Attendance. Lower than if it were a day stream. Just going to throw that out there. Probably 50 less people, okay?
124 was the average viewership on that shitty-ass playthrough.
Okay, engagement, still good. Some of the regulars who very much engage when I play Hollow Knight showed up, and they were explaining things to me about the game as usual, and it was a really good stream. We fought optional super bosses. We went to optional areas. We went to the other areas that I hadn't completed yet, and we ended up doing part of 2 completely different dungeon-style areas on the map. In fact, we got all the maps in the game. We're done with that now. The end, we did a big boss fight, one of the big 3 things you need to do to finish the game. So, great progress, great fun, and support was pretty good. Was support absolutely overwhelmingly outstanding? No. Was support slow? No. It was pretty good. I'm not going to complain, especially the fact that we had moved this from a day to a night stream for this one-off.
He's not going to complain, but he brings it up. And he literally has to say, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. He made $120, I think, and half of that came from, of course, Anonymous or something. Anonymous came in to save the stream. Oh, it was pathetic. And of course, poor Phil. You know what? Let me stop the music real quick. I gotta stop the music because I think at this point, yeah, we gotta definitely do it. We gotta cue it up, folks. That's right. We gotta cue it up. We gotta cue up White Run for Phil because apparently, Kick. What's going on, Kick? Kick, what's going on, brother? It's been yet another dead Kick supported stream yet again. And not even another stream. It's been going on for like a couple months. We all know it's true. It's been a couple months. I mean, I think he's averaging still like about $1,000 a month when it comes to Kick subscriptions, right? But as we saw through our thing yesterday where I did the breakdowns of what he received, woo, February was rough. It was tough. And March has been even worse. We're 3 days into March, right? And the 2 days where he streamed, he got like 2 subs. And I think they both came from Lance Camerang. Now it's early in the month. I get it. It's early in the month. I know. But, you know, it's not a good sign, brother, when the first of the month, you know, when the disability checks have been handed out, right? They've been giving out. The Dents are ready. Jade has a couple dollar bills to spend on entertainment. You know what I mean? And he can't even muster to get 5 subs, 10 subs. It's not good, Phil. I'm sorry, brother. It's just not good. And he's struggling. And he's telling you he's struggling. I don't know if he gets into it here. But he did get into it last night. He did. And the unrecorded beg segment or post-stream beg segment where he was waiting to hit the $150 goal, he brought it up. And he told people, guys, it's tough. It's been tough. It's been tough. Essentially, he was doing this.
Like, it's been tough.
It's been tough.
You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has.
And he was hoping that maybe a future stepdad will come in and drop 5 subs and get him to the 150 goal. But it just didn't happen because these Dents are just tapped out. When you got two people left holding the bag for kick, they don't. There's not the infinite glitch, money glitch, brother. They're gonna run out of money, man. And Phil just he can't see it, man. He can't see it. To him, he's like, no. If you guys have given me thousands of dollars every month before, why can't you give me $1,000 now? This month is gonna be crucial. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm tracking it. I really want to see how he did in March. I really want to see, because you know that I've been doing a comparison month over the month, and then I've been doing a comparison the current month to how he did the previous year on that month, and it's not good, brother. It's not good. I mean, I think he's down about 3K. So for January and February, if you combine the 2 months, he's down $3,000 for January and February of 2025 versus 2026. It's about 3K he lost. And March hasn't started out well. It has not. I mean, he was hoping it was. He jumped the gun early to do the animations, and that just bombed. No one gives a shit about the animations. You know, look at him. Look at his face. He looks so sad here. Look at him. Look at him. He looks depressed. He's depressed. Yes. Not only is he gay, not only is he fat, but he's depressed. Look at him. And he sits here, and I want you to look at this man. This is the face of someone who's happy. This is the face of someone who's successful, as he likes to say. Nah, brother. Nah, man. Stop, okay? This is a man who thinks he has buff arms. All right? Looking like olive oil instead of Popeye. All right. You know what? That's it. You know what? Let's listen to see if he continues and he brings up the whole kick not supporting.
I was happy that people did join us for the late stream and did support it, okay? So, here's the good news. Great combat, great content. Videos will go live overnight. And I'm being told probably 1 to 2 streams to beat the main story. If I do want to do the final challenge DLC that are these boss runs that end with special bosses, that's probably another stream, although I likely won't do the final one, which apparently is a gauntlet of 42 bosses. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing a gauntlet of 42 bosses under any circumstance, but
he's quitting!
I might try some of the others, all right? So, next week, Hollow Knight will revert to being a daytime stream, 3-hour increments. We'll see how far we can get if it's 1 or 2 streams to beat it, but I'm happy to see it, come to a final good conclusion next week. And focus on it again. This week, I'm glad we just did the 1 stream. Okay, so to everyone there, thank you so much. Please enjoy the videos on demand after this.
Yeah, way to go, Phil. Way to milk Resident Evil. That's right. And then he wondered why support's lacking.
The fact.
Oh my God, he's drinking.
So what are we doing tomorrow,
sperm?
Tuesday? It's going to be a great one again.
All right, no one cares. I don't care. All right, folks. Well, I tried to keep it under 15 minutes. I can't. I'm at 18 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.